Good evening, all. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. In this lecture, we are going to discuss how to installing Red Hat Linux operating system. I mean, the today agenda is first let me explain what is meant by hypervisors. Okay. And then
We just started, sir.
yes. So what is meant by hypervisors? Then I will tell you what is VMware Workstation, or it is called what? Oracle VirtualBox. Okay. On top of the hypervisors, I will show you installing Linux operating system. So this is our agenda, today agenda. Okay, right. So let me explain first. Anyone, any idea about hypervisors?
By using a hypervisor, we can create multiple virtual machines on the top of hypervisor.
Okay, using hypervisors, we can run multiple VMs, right?
Yes.
Correct. So how many types of hypervisors?
Two types.
Two days.
What are those?
VMware Hyper-V.
No. Anyone?
Bare metal and
I'm asking how many types of hypervisors?
Hypervisor 1, 2.
Very good. Okay. So generally we have two types of hypervisors, type 1 hypervisors and type 2 hypervisors. So in the production, type 1 or type 2?
Type 2 only.
No, type 1 hypervisors. Okay. Right. No issue. So once again, I will explain, then small review what is meant by hypervisors. So hypervisors are the word, just like software techniques. That means one hypervisor can support multiple guest operating systems. That meaning is one hardware can allows multiple VMs. That means multiple guest operating systems. Okay. And generally we have two types of hypervisors in the market. The first one is type 1 hypervisors and the second one is type 2 hypervisors. So type 1 hypervisors are directly allows on top of the hardware. I mean, the best example of the type 1, bare metal, Hyper-V, Linux KVM, like VMware ESXi servers, Citrix Gen servers. Those are all of the what? Type 1 hypervisors. So mostly in the real time, type 1 hypervisors only, because people will create multiple VMs on directly on top of the hardware only. Means type 1 hypervisors installing on top of the hardware. And what is meant by type 2 hypervisors? So type 2 hypervisors can run any top of the operating system. I mean, my side, here is my laptop. Within the laptop, Windows 10, Windows 11 is already running. So now I am looking for installing Linux operating system. But can I install Linux directly? Of course, if I format the what existing Windows, then I can install the what Linux operating system. But I don't want like that. So I want to install Linux operating system on top of my Windows. Then we can use the what? Type 2 hypervisors like VMware Workstation Pro or Oracle VirtualBox. These are all are the what? Home basic, like it is called what? Type 2 hypervisors. So type 2 hypervisors running on top of the OS, running on the top of the OS, but type 1 hypervisors directly running on the what? Hardware. So this is the what difference between type 1 and type 2. So actually this is the concept of the what VMware administration, but everyone should understand what is the type 1 and what is the type 2. Okay, let me come to the point. Here we are going to discuss about type 2 hypervisors, either VMware Workstation or Oracle VirtualBox. Because on top of my Windows operating system, I want to install one Linux operating system. That meaning is I want to create one virtual machine in the top of the what? VMware Workstation application or Oracle VirtualBox. Generally, what is mean by here it is called what? VMware Workstation Pro. So VMware Workstation Pro is the industry standard for running multiple operating systems as virtual servers, as virtual machines on a single Linux or Windows PC. So if you have any Windows OS or Linux OS, then how can you create virtual servers on top of the existing OS? Then we can use the word VMware Workstation, or we can use the word Oracle VirtualBox. But I recommended VMware Workstation. And VMware Workstation Pro helps you to create, configure, and manage virtual machines. I mean, you want to create any virtual machine, computer within the computer, computer within the computer, then we will use the word VMware Workstation Pro. Okay, you want to install VMware Workstation Pro, then what are the prerequisites? I mean, what are your laptop prerequisites? So that is called what? Here, host system or host operating system. So don't think about like it is a different host system means maybe different, or host operating system means it is completely different. No, host system means your base operating, your base system. I mean, your laptop is the what? Host system, or your desktop is the what? Host system. And within your hardware, which operating system is running? Mostly Windows 10 or 11 operating system right now in the market. So now that operating system is called as host operating system. So finally, your laptop is the host operating system. Your Windows 10 or 11 is the what? Host operating system or host system. Right. So the physical computer on which you install Workstation Pro is called as host system, and its operating system is called as host operating system. Host system and host operating system. Then what are the host system requirements? The meaning is your laptop requirements for installing Workstation Pro. I mean type 2 hypervisors. It should be 64-bit processors, guys. That's why some laptops are not supported. Not supported means maybe your processor or your OS architecture is 32-bit, means it doesn't support. Your processor or Windows operating system should be 64-bit only. So the processor may be either AMD processor or Intel CPU processor, no issue. But processor should be 64-bit, the first requirement. And the second requirement for installing VMware Workstation, memory minimum 4 GB. I mean 4 GB RAM is required. 4 GB RAM is required. For creating virtual servers, more than 4 GB is required. Okay, for creating virtual servers, more than 4 GB is a very good idea, but minimum 4 GB is required. If you have these two requirements in your laptops or desktops, then we'll go for the what? Installations of Linux and VMware Workstation or Oracle VirtualBox or anything. Okay, now I will show you how to downloading and installing VMware Workstation Pro. But already I have downloaded VMware Workstation software, or you will go for the what? Directly VMware website and download the what? The latest VMware software workstation application. So by default, VMware Workstation running with 30 days trial version. But no worries, I will provide the what? License keys with lifelong access, and I will provide the what? Link for downloading the what? Your VMware Workstation and Linux software, Red Hat Linux software and everything. Okay. In the chat box, and please be considered the what, everyone. Here is the what? The link. zip file is there. Yes, link has been shared, and please verify the what in the chat box. So now in the chat box, a RAR file is there. RAR file means what? Your zip file is there. So first we want to install the what software. First extract the what? RAR file. So how to extract it? And please be install WinRAR software in your computers. Then extract the what files. Then we will use the what? VMware Workstation Pro software and also Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9 software. But already I have downloaded these two softwares here. Right now, Red Hat latest edition is RHL 9.4. This is the what software. In case if you want the software, and go for directly official website of the Red Hat and download the software. Approximately this is the what? 10.3 GB software. 10.3 GB software. And VMware Workstation software capacity is the what? It is a 261 MB. But already both softwares are available, but the same softwares are even in the chart box with RAR file. I mean, in the chart box, RAR file is there, and please be download the what zip file and extract it and use it. Please remember. And now let me install the what VMware Workstation Pro.
What is
So-
the size? It is 10 GB. Is it around?
That is the image file, Linux software image file. Okay.
Okay.
Now, VMware Workstation Pro installation now. VMware Workstation Pro. See guys, I'm showing the what here Linux installation on your computer. In case you know the cloud computing, and please be collect the same Red Hat servers from the Amazon Cloud or Google Cloud or Azure Cloud or Alibaba Cloud, your wish. But finally, for practice your Linux commands, one Red Hat server is required. So that server you can create manually in your laptops, or you can create your Red Hat server in the cloud computing, no issue. Okay, but for practicals, one server is required. But I recommended VMware Workstation Pro software, because first, if you know the virtual machines, I mean in the local machines means, then definitely it is very clear in the cloud computing servers also. So that's why I recommended VMware Workstation or Oracle VirtualBox in the local computers. Okay, so let me install. Click on next option, then accept the what license, then next option, then creating one icon on the desktop and start menu program, then finally install it. Okay, so if you finish the word directly, then software working with 30 days trail version, guys. But you want to add the what license keys, I mean lifelong access. Here is the what license key option. But even I have added the what license keys in your downloaded link, and the same file is available in your download link. And copy any one license here. Just copy the what license and paste the what license key here and then enter. So now finish. Now your VMware Workstation successfully installed. Now where is the VMware Workstation? So one icon is created. This is called what? Your VMware Workstation. So what is the VMware Workstation? Once again, VMware Workstation is a type 2 hypervisor. So it will support creating virtual servers. So you want to create computer within a computer, then use the what? VMware Workstation software or Oracle VirtualBox software. Okay, and now within the VMware Workstation, now I will show you how to create a VM. So just go for the what? VMware Workstation.
Here I may have.
Yeah, by default, it's looking like this. Okay, by default, it's looking like this. So now first time you have to create a new virtual server. Then how to create a new virtual machine? Here is the option, create a new virtual machine. In case if you have already multiple virtual machines in your computer, then open your virtual machines here. Or you want to connect remote virtual servers, then here is the option. But now later I will tell you what are the things. But first time, please be create a new virtual machine. Then create a new VM. Then here we have two options, typical and custom option, and select the what typical option. Then by default, your installation process is installer disk image file. I mean, you want to install directly your image file from the image file. Then you browse your image file and add the what image file here. But I recommended I will install the operating system later, because first I want to create one new VM. Later I will connect the what? That image file. So that's why please be select everyone. I will install the operating system later option. Select I will install the operating system later. Then click on next option. Then which OS you want to install. I mean, right now this VMware Workstation supports Microsoft Windows operating systems, Linux operating systems, VMware ESXi softwares, and other Linux operating systems and everything. But I recommended, especially in the production environment, Red Hat servers mostly. That's why I recommended Red Hat servers here. You want to collect any distributor of Linux operating systems, see, all Linux operating systems are available. CentOS, Debian based operating systems, Fedora based operating system, Oracle, Red Hat, and all, SUSE Linux, Ubuntu, all are there. But I recommended Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9 because in enterprise workloads, so mostly organizations recommend Red Hat servers only. So that's why the course completely Red Hat. So Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9 64-bit operating system. Then click on the next option. Then what is the VM name here? The virtual machine name is, so let me keep the word short name. RHL 9 is my VM name. RHL 9 means Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9. Then where to install this VM? The very best idea. So keep the word any one particular folder in the C drive or D drive. I mean, you can find the word free space, either C drive or D drive. Then find the word that particular path only. So now I have one path within the C drive. VMs folder is there. Within the EMs folder, RHL9 is the what? My VM name, my VM folder name. So click on the next option. Then here is the what important thing. What is the disk capacity? I mean, how much size you want. So generally for installing Red Hat servers, minimum 20 GB space is required. But when will you go for graphical user interface, GUI plus command line operating system, minimum 20 GB is required. But cloud installations, even 5 GB also enough. Cloud installation process, even 5 GB also enough. But where is the cloud installation steps? Later I will tell you. But everyone first understand like it is a GUI with the server operating system. Okay, that one recommends 20 GB is the what hard disk capacity. But I will go with 60 GB because I want to use the word storage space at the time of disk management. So now I want to create a virtual server with 60 GB size. You will go for minimum 20 GB guys, 30 GB or 40 GB or 50 GB or 60 GB. Okay, if you have more space, you will take the what 100 GB also. But I recommended 60 GB because at the time of system administration classes, I will create a what multiple partitions. That time definitely more space is required. So that's why I selected 60 GB hard disk capacity. But for installation, even 20 GB also very well. Okay, but everyone must to maintain minimum 50 GB VM size. Fine.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this VM workstation, I can install it locally because there is a shortage, maybe shortage of disk space. So this virtual machine, I can install in the external another disk, right?
Right.
So I give the path as another D drive external.
Yes.
But this virtual workstation should be in the local. It cannot be in the
not cloud, in local only.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Then click on the what next option. Then this is the what complete your VM configuration details. Then just finish the what your VM configuration details. Now the VM is successfully created. What is the VM name in the left bar? RHL9. Then where is this VM? Under C drive, VMs folder, RHL9 is the what? My drive location. Then here one more important thing. You want to change this VM settings. Memory already running with the 2 GB and processors. Now 2-core processor is running. Just now we have selected 60 GB hard disk capacity. And this is the what CD, DVD options. Remaining all are the what common options. But you want to change VM settings. You want to change these VM settings. Edit virtual machine settings also. Edit VM settings here. Just click on the what VM settings. And okay, my laptop has like it is called what 16 GB RAM. So that's why I will go for the what my VM size is 4 GB or my VM size is 8 GB. So remember guys, minimum 2 GB is required. Minimum 2 GB is required. Don't forget it. For installing Red Hat Linux operating systems, minimum 2 GB is required. But cloud installations, minimum 1 GB is also very well. Minimum 1 GB also enough. Okay. But here is the what? My case, 2 GB RAM size. You want to increase the RAM size? Here we can increase. You want to change the what processor capacity? Here we can change the what processor capacity. Okay. I don't want to change any other things. And directly here we can attach the what? Your ISO image file. Then how to download the what your ISO image file? So how to download the what ISO image file? How to download the what your ISO image file? So go for the what your Red Hat website and download the what your image file. But right now Red Hat running 9.4 edition, 9.4 edition. So here
So what is this ISO image?
software, Linux software. Okay. So here, for example, you want to manage Windows, then Windows software is required or not?
Yes,
Same
it is
way.
required.
So here is the what Red Hat download official website developersredhat.com. Okay, click on the what download Red Hat Enterprise Linux software. So here no cost, directly we can download the what RHL software. But right now RHL running 9.4. The latest edition is 9.4. So we have multiple images are there. So these are the what AWS, GCP, Azure Cloud images. This is the what VMware image, and this is the what virtual guest image. This is the what Oracle Cloud Infrastructure image. So we have different images with different sizes. Okay, but I recommended so the ISO image file. This is Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.4 with x86 underscore 64 bit. This is the what your image, and please be download everyone this image file. This image file size is 10.3 approximately, 10.3 approximately. But first time the site asking, it is called what sign up. You need to provide the what your complete details. After that you can download directly your image file. But already I have, so my software is available here. See that the same software is RHL 9.4 x86 64 DVD. Okay.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir.
Uh,
So this ISO image, actually, how it will be used, sir? So sorry to ask, sir. Like
the
ISO image.
image file is for installation. You want to install MS Office. For example, you want to take the what MS Office. Documents creation or any PowerPoint presentation or anything. MS Office software is required or not?
It is required.
Yeah, same way. You want to manage Linux operating system. Linux software is required or not?
So to manage this one,
Yeah,
we
this
will
is the
use
what Linux software, Linux image. But in early days, people are installed everything with what CD DVD. Everything through CD DVD. But now softwares are available in the image format. Okay, this is the what image file. So how to attach the what image file? So here use ISO image file. Use ISO image file. Then browse your image file. So where is my software? So my software is available in my ISO image file 9.4. Okay, now I have successfully attached my ISO image file Red Hat 9.4. Then click on the word OK. Now the image has been attached. Now I will go for the word power on this virtual machine. Now I will start the word installation process. Then start the word power on this virtual server. So now the first step is, please understand here, we have two options are there. Test this media, like it is called what? Install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.4. Before starting the what installation, it will test the what your installation media. Okay, but I don't want any testing, because if you go for the what testing, it will take long time. So please be select everyone the first option, install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.4 directly. Okay, then enter. And the next important thing, so you want to manage VMware workstation options. Here is the option C. Click the word virtual screen to send keystrokes. I mean, you want to manage the options and the cursor should be on the virtual machine prompt. See here. Okay, now the cursor is inside the what virtual machine. But now in the same position, see this. If I click on the virtual machine, then after clicking, just verify the what here is the option. So press Control Alt to release the what mouse cursor. I mean, you want to come out from the VM, then use the what Control Alt option. So now the cursor is the what outside of the VM. Even you can minimize your VM and again we will use the what your Windows. So now the first option is here. Welcome to Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.4. Then Red Hat 9 supports different languages, even Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, Malayalam, Russian, every language is available. Almost Red Hat 9 supports all languages. But everyone recommends only English. Select the what English language, but the keyboard language and everything perfect with what US. So that's why select the what English US. Then click on continue option. So we have different options guys here, and please be here multiple options are there, but each and every option I will explain, because in the real time you will select the what different options based on the customer requirement and based on other teams requirement. Okay, the first option is localization. Localization means here is the what keyboard language is fine and language support also okay, but sometimes we need to change the what time and date. For example, this server is dedicated for US people, then we need to keep the what US time zone only, and sometimes we need to provide the what Russia time zone. So we need to select the what different time zones here. Okay, but first time in case the time zone is already selected, the server is already running with Asia Kolkata, but some other times we need to change the what time zones. Then how can you change the what time zones? So we have a one beautiful server in the Linux environment, which is called what NTP server. NTP server, or it is a cronny package server is there. So at the time, I will tell you how to install and configure NTP servers. In the real time, how people will select the what different time zones with the commands at the time of administration classes, I will tell you. But in the installation time, so you want to select any different time zones, select the what time and date settings here. So this is the what completely world map. From the region, we can select the ASEAN, African also, you can select the different, and cities also available, multiple cities. Otherwise, here we can click on this here, then it is called what Americas. Okay, but India map, if you click on the what India map, then Asia Kolkata is the time zone. This is the best idea. Just select the what your time zones. Okay, then myself is the what Asia Kolkata India time zone. Then click on the what done option. Okay, this is the what next option. After that, see, until finish the what your configuration settings, the begin installation option is not highlighted. See that the begin installation option is not highlighted. So once you will finish the what all settings here, then only begin installation option is highlighted. Okay, the next important thing, under software selection, be careful here only. Under software selection field, connect to Red Hat network. I mean, you are the subscription persons. I mean, already subscribed with Red Hat network, and please be add the what here is the what network IDs. But we are using the what right now. It is a completely open source operating system. I don't have any Red Hat network IDs. So in case if you have Red Hat network IDs and companies will provide the what IDs, you will add the what IDs here. Even if you forget the what network IDs here, later also you will add the what network IDs with help of the what M commands. Okay, don't select this option here. And the next one is installation source media, local media only. Okay, we are installing through ISO image. And another very important option, software selection guys. Here only software selections option. So first option is server with GUI. Server with GUI. The meaning is, yes, this server is running with graphical user interface and also command line. So you want to install Linux operating system with the server and GUI options, then definitely the hard disk capacity is minimum 20 GB is required. But in the real time, almost servers are running with command line interfaces only. We don't have any graphical user interfaces. So then people are selected server edition only, server only. So we don't have any GUI option. Completely OS running with what? Command line interface. But this one is the what? Server and GUI. I mean command line with GUI. And what is mean by minimal installation? Minimal installation means like these are the what? Cloud installations. Cloud installation means even the OS is running with very basic functionality. So all things are not installed by default. I mean the OS is even we can install with 4 GB or 5 GB also it is possible. So when will you select minimal install? The hard disk capacity is minimum 4 GB or 5 GB only. But including server edition, server, minimal, and everything is included. That's why the hard disk capacity minimum 20 GB is required. So now in the AWS instances and Azure instances or Google Cloud instances, almost everyone installed in the cloud installations, I mean backend, mostly minimal installation means the OS is running with very basic functionalities. In case if you want something, you will install manually on top of the what OS, but everything is not available in the OS. Okay, because if you install everything in the what OS, your space waste, your RAM waste, your CPU waste, and a lot of nonsense are running. But IT not recommended all settings. So now the OS is running with basic functionality. What you want, then install after the what OS. I mean, once OS is installed, then what do you want? You want to install Docker, or you want to install the web server, or you want to install the what fax server? Then we can install on top of the what minimal install. So that's why minimal install is the what basic functionality OS. Mostly this is called what in the real time cloud installations. Okay, but I recommended in that case server with GUI. And do you want to enable any FTP server, guest agents, or any mail servers, or network servers, or performance tools, or anything? You can select here. But I don't want anything. But later OS installation, I will tell you how to install the what softwares or how to uninstall the what softwares and how to update the softwares, everything. But here I will go for the what only OS installations. Okay, then go for the what done option. Okay, so now software selection is server with a GUI. Then another option is installation destination. Here we can select the what your partition layout. For example, your Windows of your laptop running with 500 GB hard disk. Then how can you divide the what multiple partitions? Your planning is, I mean your partition layout is okay 200 GB. I will go for with OS C drive. I will go for 150 GB for D drive and another 150 GB for E drive. So like otherwise some people will run the complete 500 GB for the C drive only. So that is called what your planning. The planning is based on your hard disk capacity. So here my hard disk capacity already 60 GB. So just while creating of the VM, I told you why need to specify the what 60 GB of the VM disk capacity. Okay, this 60 GB, how can you divide the what multiple partitions? Here we have storage configuration options are two. One is automatic partition option, another one is custom option also is there. Automatic partition option means I told you yesterday. So the OS will install with two partitions. One is the slash partition, another one is the what boot partition. I mean that complete 60 GB dedicated for just for two partitions. No, I don't want installing the what with automatic partitions. So like the OS is running with C drive only, but I want to install the what custom partitions only. I want to design the what by partitions. So what are the partition design option? Here, please select the what custom option first. Then click on the what done.
So the
Okay.
excuse me, sir. So the 60 GB which you have mentioned, which drive it is taking of the host mesh?
That is called from C drive.
Okay, you have mentioned at the starting
Yeah,
only.
where did I install? I mean, the VM is created in the C drive only, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
So
right.
that we can mention as the external as well, like
Yes,
someone asked.
even you can mention the word external also, but no need any external drives. Almost everything is back in there. So now I specified the word 60 GB, but OS is occupied 20 GB or 10 GB only. Okay.
Okay, so it will not occupy the whole
No. It's not
environment.
like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So next, in the manual partition options, we have two important options. One is LVM partition option, and the second one is standard partition option. But guys, when will you go for interviews on Linux administrator? I mean, as a Linux administrator or cloud engineer or DevOps engineer, you must face the one interview question about LVM, because on all concepts in the Linux administration, the first priority goes to only LVM only. LVM concept is very, very important in the Linux administration lectures. So now, right now, we are not planning any LVM partitions, but at the time of system administration lectures, I will tell you what is the LVM and how to use the LVM partitions in the real time. That time I will explain. Now I will use the word, just option is standard partition. So standard partitions are just like static partitions. LVM partitions are just like dynamic partitions. Okay, just remember these two things. LVM full form is logical volume manager. Logical volume manager. But what is the LVM? It is approximately 1 hour to 1.5 hour class is there. That time I will explain completely how to use the word LVM structures. But now I will use the word standard partitions only. So now select the word standard partition, then click on the
Yes,
word
Ram.
plus option. Yeah.
What about the LVM thin provisioning?
That's what it is, completely LVM and LVM thin provisioning and everything is same. Okay. I will tell you at the time of LVM classes. Okay. Then now click on the what, here is the word plus option. I mean, create your what new partitions, new mount points. Take the word plus option. Here is the word mount point. Okay. Let me explain first what is my partition layout planning. I mean, my planning is the overall hard disk capacity is 60 GB actually. Okay, we have created VM with 60 GB. Out of 60 GB, I will use slash purpose. It is a 12 GB per slash 12 GB because it is a root partition. Under root partition, we have multiple sub partition, multiple subdirectories are there. So that's why please be keep it the what more partition size for the slash. And the second one is, it is called what? Boot directory. I mean, this one maintain the OS files information. I mean, booting files information, but booting files purpose minimum 500 MB is more. But I will go for the what? 1 GB size because all are the what text files only. So 1 GB is more and more. And the third one is, I told you yesterday, but remaining all are the optionals, guys. But what is the use of swap? Actually, swap is a virtual memory. This is also repeated interview question. Okay, they will ask like questions. Okay, the Linux server is already running, but I have installed one application. That application recommends more virtual memory or more RAM space. Then even RAM space also not available in your server. Then what is the solution and how to improve the, what your system performance? Generally, swap is the solution. I mean, virtual memory is the solution for improving system performance. But how to take the what swap space? This is also one repeated interview question. How to consider the what swap space? So at the time of installation, your RAM space is 1 GB, then take the what swap space is 2 GB. Your RAM space is, I mean, your RAM is running with 2 GB, then you can take the what 4 GB of the what swap space. The finally, here swap space, how to consider it? Twice of the RAM size. Twice, I mean double size of the RAM. Double size of the RAM. So what is the maximum RAM size? I mean maximum swap space, 4 GB only. 4 GB only. Maximum swap space size is the what? 4 GB. Why? Because if the VM is running already 4 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, then what happened? Don't go for the what? Double size of the what? RAM space. At least equivalent size of the what RAM, equivalent size of the RAM. But ultimately, Linux operating system consider the maximum swap space is 4 GB only. 4 GB only. So already this VM is running with 2 GB. That's why I will go for the what swap space is the what my swap space is 4 GB.
Sir,
Okay.
what is that virtual memory?
That is called virtual memory is nothing. Virtual memory. The meaning is like it is what like a scratch space. Scratch space. What is the benefit of the scratch space? To improve your system performance. In case when the VM running with low memory, I mean low RAM, then swap space will be act as a RAM space. Got my point now?
Sir, could you please repeat it again?
See, for example, the Linux server is already running with 2 GB. Okay.
Okay.
But sometimes the 2 GB is not sufficient, right? Because more applications are running, the 2 GB is
Yes.
not sufficient. Then what is the solution in the real time? Generally, you need to replace the what? RAM capacity. I mean, instead of 2 GB, you will go for the what 4 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM. You can replace the what physically that RAM space.
Okay,
But
is it payable or free, sir?
swap space will use the what hard disk space. I mean, it is what it completely uses the what from the hard disk capacity. So it is not payable. I mean, it is completely it is one partition for improving the what system performance. Okay, but
Okay.
this is the story again. It is available. I mean, how many ways to improve the what system performance? Generally, at the time of installation, swap space is what in case you have specified the what 4 GB. But some people don't know what is the use of the swap space. But they are completely ignoring the what swap space at the time of installation. But already OS is running. Some applications are already running in the real time. Then how can you improve the what swap space? Because we cannot retake the what OS installation again. But already OS is running, the production also running. Then how to improve the what system performance? Then again, the 30 minutes to 40 minutes, the very beautiful concept, virtual memory concept is there. That time I will tell you in case. I mean the concept
Sir,
is
sir, for running Linux VM mission, we are using application.
what is the purpose of Windows? Any
Windows.
OS, any OS purpose is the what? Managing softwares, application, databases, and everything. Same thing Linux. Linux also it is what one OS.
Okay.
Right. So
Yes,
now
sir.
swap space is the swap space is the what 4 GB.
Yes, sir.
And finally, and please keep in mute. Okay. And finally, I will go for the what home space. Home space is the what 3 GB. Then why need to take the what home? Why need to take the what slash home? I told you yesterday. What is the use of slash home, guys?
Yeah, Ram, I have already.
For a particular user, it will be used like different users.
Right. Generally, the home directory is a normal user's home directory location. Normal user's home directory location. So when the people are logged in, then those users' data is available under the what home directory. That's why even in the real time, people will maintain the what home directory space is the what mode. But in that case, yeah, tell me, Srinivas.
Yes, Ram. Actually, we are converting swap is a 4 GB space from virtual hard disk. But how it converts to memory, virtual memory?
That's what it uses the what file system. The file system name is swap. Okay, internally it uses the what file system. Everything is running in the every storage working based on the what file systems only. So
Yes.
in Windows, FAT file system and TFS file systems. In the Linux, ext2, ext3, XFS file system. And swap also uses the what the same file system name swap. Okay, but
Ram, you are you are you are partitioning this storage in this 60 GB of storage, right?
correct.
Then what, I mean, as you said, like swap is a virtual storage which is
It is not
required for
virtual storage, it is a virtual
sorry.
memory.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
virtual memory. Then if you are already partitioning from 60G, then what is the need of this swap here?
See, when the OS is automatically started, that OS automatically created the what swap space also. Okay, if you run the what OS installation automatically, then OS will running with /boot swap only. That means 60 GB is completely dedicated to /boot swap only.
Okay.
Okay, but here is the what custom partition. Okay, I don't want any automatic installation. I will go for the what custom installation. Custom installation means, okay, for swap 4 GB only, boot 1 GB only, /12 GB only, home 3 GB only. So how many partitions are here? 1, 2, 3, 4 partitions are there. So out of 4 partition, 12, 1, 13, 13 plus 4, 17, 17 plus 3, 20 GB.
20.
So the total capacity here, I mean, these partitions are occupied 20 GB out of 60 GB. What is the pending space?
40
40
GB.
40 GB.
40.
So I will keep it that 40 GB as a free space, because in case OS is already running, the customer requirement is please be create another new partition with 4 GB. If you don't have any free space, then how can you create X? So that's why I will keep it the word 20, remaining 40 GB as a free space.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So even this is the what local installation only, but in the real time means people will create a what LUNs, logical unit numbers from the storage boxes. But that concept also I will tell you at the time of storage concepts. But here we will use the what local storage, but in the real time people to use the what remote storages only. Yes, tell me.
Yeah, if I select that automatically, so what are the default directories are created?
That's what I told you. /boot swap.
Okay, how much GB it takes each
So
directory?
mostly boot purpose 1 GB only. Swap automatically consider based on the what your RAM capacity, but maximum 4 GB only. But remaining size is occupied by / only.
Can you show it to once?
How it is possible?
Yeah.
So if I start the what automatic installation, the OS is again it's running on.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
it
can't
can't
see,
be
right?
undo. It can't be undone. So
Yeah.
Okay. So here is the what it will take the what 3 partitions. So you will go for the what like here. I mean, where is the options? I told you just now. Here it is called what? Already done. Like it is custom option and automatic options. Now I already selected custom option. Okay. So now in the custom option, it is called what plus option. Now I will go for /. What is the size of this / partition? 12 GB. Then add mount point. Then I will go for the what second partition. I mean second mount point. It is called what boot, or you can select the what advanced partition boot EFI. It is called what 1 GB. Then add mount point, and I will go for the what third one. The third one is the what swap space. The swap space size is, let me go with 4 GB, because my RAM size, this VM running with 2 GB, that's why 4 GB. And now add mount point, and finally I will go for the what home partition. That home partition size is 3 GB. So now here is the what the partition sizes based on your documentation. So now in the real time people will provide the what documentation, and they will provide the what this is the storage capacity. Please keep the what / for this is, home for this is, or OPT for this is. They will provide the what complete partition layout. Okay. Then so overall 30 GB is 20 GB is already completed. Then available space is the what 40 GB out of 60 GB. Okay, I will keep it this 40 GB as a free space, because after installation, if I want to create multiple partition, that time I will use the what this 40 GB free space. Okay, so you also better you will keep the what free space. So that's what, please be create the what your VM size is more than 50 GB or 60 GB only. Don't create with 20 GB only. So if you create with 20 GB VM, So out of see 20 GB is completed for these 4 partitions only. So we don't have any free space for creating multiple partitions or multiple mount points. Right. So now select the what done option. Now accept changes. Okay, now installation destination, custom partition selected. Custom partition is selected, not it is called what automatic selection. And kdump is the what kernel dump actually. And when the OS is failure, with help of the what kernel dump, easily to recover the what your OS. But I will tell you what is the kernel dump after OS installation. And here is the what network and host name options. Network and host name option. So in the network and host name option, so already my network is enabled. Now the system IP address is 192.168.10.10. So after installation, this system will get the what 10.10 IP address. In case you want to disable the what network, here is what network is disconnected. And please be enable the what your network. And you want to provide your computer name. So my computer name is, let me keep the what server, or maybe this computer is the what host computer, or this computer is the one based on your name or your project name. People will keep the what different names. Okay, let me keep here my computer name is server only. But by default the computer name is localhost, guys. By default the computer name is localhost. Okay, but I want to keep my computer name is server. Otherwise please leave it the what your computer name here, because I will tell you how to configure the what your computer names after installation. In the networking setup, I will tell you how to managing the what host names, IP address, routers, gateways, firewalls, and everything. Okay.
Sir, what is this Ethernet doing, sir? It is connecting.
Ethernet is nothing but your network cable. I mean, you want to get your internet connection from the outside. Where to attach your internet cable? We have a port, right?
Yeah.
That is called what Ethernet.
So if you are using Wi-Fi, then
it is called what the Ethernet is included. Wi-Fi and Ethernet and everything is included. This is the what name Ethernet name is ENS 160.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So now done is the option, and security and profile no need. Now finally here is the what user settings option. What is meaning user setting option? So in the user setting option, see that directly it is asking root password, directly asking root password. So far I didn't create any username. So in Unix environment like IBM AX or HP Unix or Linux environment or any Unix distributor, by default the administrator username is root only. In Windows environment, administrator username is administrator. But in Unix environment, administrator username is root. So now here we can set up the what root user password. So you want to log in with root account, then keep the what root password here. So keep the what root password. So myself, it is root 123. So you will keep it your requirement with root 123 or something. Okay, root 123 is myself. It is a what weak password, but you will keep it the what with alphanumeric and special characters and minimum 8 characters, and a lot of requirements are there. But at the time of user and group concepts, I will tell you what is the user password length. Then now here root 123 is my password. Click on the what done. Now root password is ready. Now after setting the what root password, then only begin installation option is highlighted. See this, now the begin installation option is highlighted. And now before starting the what installation, let me keep the what one normal user for the developers, like I mean hash prompt is done. Now you will keep the what user creation option. And the user creation, okay, myself it is called what rn rom, and then I will keep the what username is rom, then password is okay myself 1234, and then 1234. If you forget your passwords, I mean better you will keep the what both user password as same, like root 123 or something. Okay, but myself rom password is 1234 and root password is root 123. Okay, then click on the what done option. Now the admin user is ready and normal user also ready. Okay, now I will start the what begin installation option. Now if I start the what begin installation, Now everything will be created. So now here is what partitions are being to create. So approximately it will take 10 to 15 minutes time for completing this process. So once this installation process is completed, then the system will asking reboot system. I mean reboot system. When the system is rebooted, then your desktop is available for login. This is called what? Installation process in the real time. But nowadays, how to ignore this installation process? Then people will use the word cloud servers. I mean, cloud servers advantage is the what? So directly, people are the what? Ready-made templates in the what? Cloud provider networks. So from the template, you will directly deploying the what? Servers. You will deploying the what? Directly servers. Then what is the benefit in the automation level? So people to save the what? Time for the installation. I mean, you want to install the what? Multiple servers. So approximately it was 30 minutes to 40 minutes time for installing the what? OS. But why need to waste your time for the installations? So that's why cloud servers are the very well as a part of automation in the environment. So why DevOps engineers, AWS engineer will collect the what servers directly from the cloud networks? This is the what advantage. But every engineer must to know manual installations and cloud deployments also, because sometimes based on customer requirement, we need to create your what local VMs, and we need to grab the what cloud servers. We need to create your what servers on the what VMware ESXi. Sometimes we need to create the what servers on the Hyper-V like that. But if you don't know installation process, then how can you do it? But every day I know AWS instances, Azure instances, and Google Cloud instances. Everything is very easy. No need any installations. Just go for the what instances fail and select the what launch options. Then select the security group and key pair. Then you will create your what instance. I mean that instance is ready within 1 minute or 2 minutes. No need to focus on the what 30 minutes to 45 minutes time. Is it clear?
Sir, the swap memory is only 4 GB. Why, sir? We can improve the performance, right?
Yes, the maximum swap size is 4 GB. So when the VM, I mean when the server is running with 1 GB or 2 GB RAM size, then you will take the what double size of the RAM, twice of the RAM size. For example, this server is running with 1 GB RAM, then swap size is 2 GB only. When the RAM is 2 GB, then you will take the what 4 GB. But already RAM is running with 4 GB means it is a very good memory. So no need more than 4 GB. So you will take the what 4 GB equivalent.
Okay.
Sir, what is the installation size there? No, actually, after installing this OS on the partitions created, how much space is going to consume there?
Yeah, approximately it is a 3 GB or 4, like 4 or 5 GB only. So then you can go for the what your C drive. I mean, within the VMs we have folder here. What is the folder size here? 2 GB only here. See. Got my point?
Yes,
because
sir.
your installation is running here only, right?
Yeah. And is there any limitation, sir? This much GBs only we can allot into the root folder?
No.
Only, sir, system files are stored in the root folder or something else also?
So everything is available in the root only. Under the root, we have multiple directives. I told you yesterday. OPT, bin, sbin, and everything is under root only. That's why root partition size is more.
So,
where is the binaries? Bin only. Where is the log files? Var only. Where is the system configuration files? etc only. But these are all of the directories under the slash only. I mean root only. That's why please keep the what root directory sizes more than 10 GB.
So you are going to teach that cloud part also, like we have done locally. Just
which cloud part?
Like you just said, we are doing this locally. Building
No.
this local.
So here we will going to cover completely Linux administration classes. Linux administration means, so like this is the what VMware, and if you know the what cloud, then please be create your what one Linux server in the cloud environment and do the what same practicals on the what cloud server. Only installation part, you don't have much memory in your computer, then go for the what cloud installation part.
Okay.
Okay.
Like in AWS, we are using T2 Micro, T2 Nano.
Yes.
So,
Then it is called what TT.micro with 1 CP and 1 GB RAM is enough.
yeah. So for this system, T2 Micro.
But this that's what I'm saying. This is the local installation. Local installation means minimum 2 GB, 4 GBs are required.
Yeah.
But even see my laptop right now running with i5 processor and 8 GB RAM. Okay. Even still sometimes system will be hang.
Yeah.
But how it is possible? Cloud servers, the same Windows is running with 1 CPU and 1 GB RAM. Correct or not?
Correct.
So now cloud servers offers high performance.
No, my question is for creating instance, like what should we go with? T2 Micro?
T2 Micro is
medium?
enough.
T2
T2.micro is enough.
Okay.
Go for with free tier.
Sure.
Sir, one more question about the network here. Whatever IP address we have assigned here while during the installation process, are we going to connect that separately or within this computer, the network available inside the computer?
See, by default, the network connection between my VMware workstation and my Windows operating system. I mean, inbuilt routers are there. The VMware will take care of the what your routers and switches and gateways and everything. Okay, so that's why default communication is available between your local VM and your your Windows operating system. But I will cover the what in the networking part at the time of networking instances. So like how to assign the IP address, how to provide the what network between two servers, and how to provide the what gateways and routers and everything I will tell you. That is very, very important lecture in the real time. Like DevOps engineers, AWS engineer, Linux administrator, you need to prepare the what? New servers. New servers means after installation, we need to set up a lot of things. Okay, then how can you set up the what remote connections? Can you set up the what host names and mappings, DNS addresses and routers, gateways and everything?
Sir, can we also cover Oracle VM, like the just installation of some
See,
ISO?
the Oracle VM installation also easy. So already I have a VM Oracle VirtualBox here. See that Oracle VM VirtualBox is there. Just open the what Oracle VirtualBox. Here multiple VMs are already running in my side. Then here is the what, click on the what new option. Create a VM name and where to install it. And then click on the what next option. Same way. But remaining steps, I mean, what are the options you have selected? Like partitions and languages and everything, those options are same. But first to 1 minute creating new Linux VM is what different. I mean, steps are a little bit different. Here, all options are in the what single page.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So actually, I was having some issue while running one CentOS in the Oracle virtual machine. So they are using the NAT gateway and a breeze network actually. So yeah, I will replicate.
What is an issue?
Yeah, I will replicate that issue. Actually, there was some hardening issue it was showing. So system hardening in the logs it was showing. So yeah, I will replicate that issue and will show you in the next class maybe.
Okay, then we'll.
Yeah.
Sir, can I ask you one question about the network?
Yes.
So what is the here broadcasting address, sir? Actually, from
so in the subnet, mostly last IP address is a broadcast address. That means Last IP address is the what? 255. In every series, last IP address is the broadcast address, and first IP address is your router address most. That's what in the networking environment, mostly NOC people, I mean in the real time, network people are separate. I mean network engineers are there. Like those guys are the what NOC team people, network operation people. So they will reserve the what in every series first 5 IP addresses and our first 10 IP addresses or last 5 addresses reserved for the what network gateways, switches, routers purpose.
What is the purpose of that, sir?
Okay, at the time of network installation, I will tell you. Okay, in case if I cover here everything, people will confuse. Please understand it my side.
Fully installation is going on, sir. So we are just watching that video.
Yes.
For that I asked. I downloaded one PDF of Linux administration. Just I have gone through that, and in the networking part,
the syllabus say just now, just we have started the what installation part only. Once practicals are started, then everything you will get it. Almost your doubts will be 99.9% will be clear. So after 45 days, almost you will get the what complete knowledge on Linux. I am guaranteed. Okay, I will teach you each and everything chapter based. Users, 1 day chapter. Groups, 1 day chapter. Installation, package installations, 2 days chapter. Network, it is called 1 day chapter. And each and every server, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. And storage concept, 1 week lectures. So like every domain is completed, definitely you will get your good knowledge. I mean, you will manage all kind of workloads on the Linux platform.
So DevOps point of view, every DevOps engineer is going to use this VMware version.
VMware? No. See here, why I specified VMware means, so you want to take the what Linux practicals. Then where to take the what Linux practicals?
Right.
So mostly DevOps engineers we will use like, see in the real time, DevOps tools are running in 2 waves. I mean, the tools are running on the physical structure, or maybe tools are installing on the what? Virtual environment. Virtual environment means mostly nowadays DevOps companies are recommends cloud computing. That's why the tools are installing on the what AWS or maybe Azure or GCP or something. But for balancing advantage and disadvantage purpose, in the real time, we have physical servers and also virtual servers. And don't think about all of the what virtual servers only. You will definitely will manage physical servers also.
Okay. Could you please elaborate how to manage this physical servers topic? I'm not aware of it.
See, on the physical servers or virtual servers, the commands are same only, but installation parts are little bit different. But sometimes it is called what little bit like virtual servers are elastic features are there, but physical servers don't have any elastic features. I mean, this is the what VM, right? This VM already running with like in the settings, 2 GB RAM is running. So 2 GB RAM is running, but I want to expand 2 GB to 4 GB. So here we can expand the what RAM size. So virtually it is very easy. But the same RAM size you want to increase the what physical server. Is it possible like this?
No.
That's what.
Sir,
so engineer will face a lot of issues when the OS is running on the what physical environment, guys. Even application level, I mean in the multiple levels, in the physical environment means you will take the what lot of challenges, not only especially the application level, especially in the database level, people will take the what multiple challenges.
Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually replicated the issue right now. So is it possible? Should I share my screen?
No.
Okay. Okay.
So remotely we cannot resolve what issues, because how do I know what did you configure, what you done in the what environment? Okay, if I verify the what complete configuration, then only I will resolve. Otherwise, how can I?
Yeah, like I can share you the details which I selected.
No. So this is the what out of syllabus. Okay.
Okay. Like if you have encountered this error before.
Then definitely, if my free time, I will resolve it. Okay, please share the what your screenshot and everything.
Sure. So is there any ongoing group chat for this?
No. So maybe tomorrow you will create your WhatsApp group.
Okay, there maybe I will share all the details.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So one personal question, sir.
Oh.
So like you must have experience on various platforms like in cloud, like your career. Like some in brief, can you please elaborate? Like you are so much experienced person. So
what kind of things you want? Please tell me clearly.
just I'm also
Definitely, I will share.
Like your career, like how things started, like in coming to cloud.
Yeah, that's why. Very good question. Okay, the system is asking reboot system. Okay, reboot the system. But remember, guys, you want to become a good engineer as a part of automation in the real time. I mean, you want to managing cloud servers or virtual servers or physical servers or anything. Linux mandatory, guys, nowadays. Linux mandatory. Even developer level, minimum knowledge in the Linux. Scripting level, basic level, where to write the programs and how to managing the permissions and everything. But engineer level, 100% admin level knowledge is required. Admin level knowledge is required. Even people will be covered like in the architect level, DevOps level, very few commands. Okay, at the time of attaching the storage, they will cover the what 2 commands only. But you know that only 2 commands. In case if you face any issue while attaching or detaching the what mount points, then you don't have any concept. Then how can you resolve that issue? So you will face the what lot of issues that time. Then people what to do? What I guide you? Please be focused on the what complete chapter, complete concept. If you have knowledge on the what concept, then even you will be create very easy. And if you face any errors while creation or while detaching or removing or anything, easily to troubleshoot it. That's why first I recommended strong knowledge on the what Linux. Nowadays, every workload on top of the Linux only, guys. Even banking sector application, airlines, or multi-specialty hospitals, or even cloud application, microservices, container-based application, networking environment, database application, everything running on the what? Linux platform only. So that's what I'm saying. You want to manage the what all things. Definitely one stable OS. I mean, one high performance OS is required. Then only your workloads are excellent. If the OS is down, then where will you run the what your workloads? Am I correct or not?
Correct, sir.
Okay, that's what. First, Linux strong knowledge is required. Once you have a good knowledge in the Linux, then I will recommend the same Linux servers. How will you manage in the cloud computing? So then I recommended the what second process. So cloud servers. I mean, even in the same cloud, you have a compute domain, you have a what storage domain, you have a networking domain. So everything you will manage very easily. So that's what nowadays profiles, I mean, IT companies are asking who having good knowledge on physical servers and cloud servers. Then if you have strong knowledge on the what infrastructure level, like networking, storages and databases and everything, then only you will go for the what automation part of DevOps. Then only you will be understand what is mean by Docker, what is mean by workflow of the DevOps, and where to use the DevOps, and how DevOps workloads are running. This is actually structure of the process. But why every faculty starts with Linux, AWS, DevOps?
Yeah,
Right?
this is a very fundamental things to know.
But even people don't know what is the use of Linux and what is the use of cloud computing. But right now with the IT industry, DevOps is very good idea. So DevOps tools are perfect. But even they don't know basic level of the cloud computing, basic level of the what Linux and scripting level. How people able to understand the what DevOps workflow? That's why when the DevOps classes are started, after 5 days or 10 days, people will drop day by day. The counting will be stopped. The first day it is what 30 members. Then after 10 days, it is the 25 only. Then after 30 days, it is called what maybe it is not guaranteed 15 or 20. What is the problem? People don't have minimum knowledge of minimum basic requirements. I think you got in my point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So actually, we are from Ashok sir DevOps classes. So
Okay.
yeah.
Even Ashok sir also started from the Linux only.
Yeah. The basic commands we start, but not this like this very fundamental things in details.
Right, because first faculty will start what basics means. The first student will familiar with what commands, because you don't know what are the command level. Everyone working on the what GUI, like your Windows is GUI, your mobile is GUI, everything running the what workloads on GUI only.
Yeah.
So that's why first familiar with what commands. See what you have been done on the what Windows and your Android mobile or your iPhone mobile. So everything is what same activities on the what Linux environment with commands.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now see, let me log in with what my OS. See, here is the what. First, if you click on the what username ROM, then my password is 1234. This is called what? Normal user login prompt.
Sir, this user details will be stored under home directory, right? Which you logged in now.
No. That is called what different files are there. Password files and etc shadow files are there. But at the time of user administration classes, I will tell you where is the user password and how to log the passwords, how to assign the password, how to create the user, what is the sudo, and everything I will explain. It is a completely 2 days lecture, not like and the user add is the command to creating the what users. Okay, group add is the command to creating the. Generally, you know the what this kind of commands only. But how much time is required for creating the users, user add and group add? Just 1 minute or 2 minutes. Correct or not?
Yeah.
But why will I take 2 hours to 3 hours lectures on the same concept of users and groups? You will get your what? Different knowledge.
Okay.
Okay, right. So now here under activity section, then click on the what terminal prompt. So now this is the what your terminal prompt for running your Linux commands. I mean, what is the terminal prompt here? The ROM user is a normal user. So the username is ROM. I told you the default computer name is localhost only. Okay. Then what is my login prompt? $. So this is called what? Developer login prompt. Okay. Let me log in with my admin prompt. First, I will log out my current user.
So they are in previous account that are in RAM account.
Yeah, this is called.
If you do sudo user, can you do this?
Yes.
Is it okay?
So we need to configure the what sudo privileges. Okay, right. So now here is the what not listed is the option, and please be select the what not listed option. And then here the username is root. Type the what root user, and then password is myself root123. Okay, this is my root user. Then click on the what terminal prompt, my root login. So what is the login prompt here? Hash is my login prompt. But in the AWS instances, And first time people will log in with what EC2-user only, but next time people will migrate to sudo space -i option with root user. Okay, but how it is possible at the time of installation, I will tell you. I mean user and group concepts. Okay, so now tomorrow I will start my first lecture. I mean the command level. So what are the basic level commands? I mean minimum knowledge, like what is called which command, what is called uptime command, how to verify the CPU memory, and it is called memory space partitions and everything. Just basic level knowledge commands. I mean important commands I will explain tomorrow. Once basic level commands are completed, then I will start your real commands, like what are the users and groups and everything I will explain. So the maximum, the lectures minimum 30 to 40 days, and maximum it is called 45 days, 45 days to 50 days, guys. So it is not like 1 week, 2 week lectures. I will explain complete process, maximum 45 days to 50 days. Okay, you will get approximately 25 to 30 classes. Okay.
Okay, and the timing also fixed.
The timings are same, 8 to 9 o'clock, 8 to 9 o'clock. But based on the concept, sometimes you will take 9 to 9:15 or 9:30. But
yeah, it's okay. It's dependent on class.
Okay, 8 to 9 is your session time actually.
But I guess from tomorrow onwards, AWS class will be started now on this time.
See,
AWS classes will be
don't confuse. Here is 8 to 9. Myself is Linux. You are the AWS student, then go for AWS. Got
No,
my point?
we are DevOps full stack student.
Then DevOps full stack student means what? Maybe class timings are different.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's in the 6 p.m. Okay. The AWS
maybe
is starting. Yeah,
6
AWS
PM.
is starting at 6 p.m. and
this is
this
called
Linux at 8
8
p.m.
PM.
right? Correct. Sir.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Sir, one question. Previously, I have installed VMware workstation, but I was using, but some like
Which version?
I have forgot that person name. Maybe a Red Hat only. That this 9 version or 6 months
See,
before.
9.0 or 9.1, 9. Any 9.x version is okay. Or 8.x version also it is okay.
Yeah. So the issue is I was not using for 1 month. I was not using. I was busy with something else.
No
then I
issue.
forgot the password. Then I
Yeah.
forgot the password. So I couldn't find.
Then you forget the password. Then you can go for the reinstallation only. But here also we have a concept. Here also we have a concept in case if you forget the password, how to recover the password. I mean how to resetting the password. But right now I'm not telling how to recover the password because you don't know what are the concepts.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But
So
one day I will take.
I had to uninstall and again I had to install that.
Okay. Right, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. See
Thank
you
you, sir.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
I have one question, sir. Suppose I have purchased one laptop and I installed one Windows machine, Windows operating system. So how it is called hypervisor one?
So hypervisor one we cannot install.
What is mean by what is the difference between our normal OS installation and hypervisor one? What is the difference in
hypervisors are directly running on the physical hardwares. I mean,
okay,
the type 1 hypervisors are running on physical hardwares.
Okay, I bought one laptop, right? I bought one laptop. It is a hardware. So in that hardware, I am installing the OS. Then why it is not?
We cannot, because these laptops are not supported for type 1. In the real time, Dell servers, HP servers, Cisco servers only supported.
Okay, means whatever the servers are there, that is a type 1.
This kind of hardwares are not supported for type 1.
Okay, and okay, can you repeat what is the hypervisor one definition?
So type 1, that is called type 1 hypervisors are directly running on physical hardware. Physical hardware means not your laptops or desktops. This kind of motherboards, hard drives are not supported. So that's why the physical hardware means people are installing on the Cisco servers, Dell servers, HP servers like that, IBM servers.
Okay, and how it is different than our normal operating system, like normal laptop or OS, and this.
So this is called what type 2. I mean, this is the VMware workstation is the what type 2 hypervisor. So these
No.
type.
I'm asking about that OS. You are.
So that is called what hardware vendors. It is called what, not like concept here. Hardware vendors will define the what. So I need to go for the what type 1 hypervisors are here. So people are not recommended type 1 because in the production environment, enterprise level means what type 1 only recommended because they are maintaining the what enterprise workloads. But students are not maintaining the what enterprise workloads. Even the type 1 hypervisors are supported by laptops, then laptop cost is 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs. Business laptops are supported.
Okay.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.